Alright guys, welcome back to Fate Throne of Heroes. Today we're looking at Gilgamesh. So I've got Aya as a sword in, not as a world-destroying god tier weapon. Literally crafted by the gods. You can see the new charge effects. It's based on the FGO arcade for Arthur prototype. Basically, he absorbs mana from the earth. So I obviously want to have variations because not everyone charges their stuff using mana from the earth. But I figured this was a really pretty way to start it. It looks nice, especially in the kind of like character viewer. But that's not what we're here for. Well, in fact, let's get rid of Aya. We don't need that. Because we have the Gate of Babylon. So you probably know that Gil is the king of heroes, the first hero, the king of Uruk. And being that he has everything in his storehouse, and the best way he knows how to use it is by chucking it at people. So it took me a while to get the function of finding finding the angle to aim at a point from an arbitrary other position. But after doing some trig and then figuring out how Warband wants me to do math, which was very tedious, I finally got the system. So let's take a look at it. We can see our boys are there boxing, just as they should. So right now it's just tied to the for debugging purposes, tied to the letter N. Oh, my guy just died, so this is going to be a perfect time to use it. Oh no, she got a kill. Good for you, Hakuno. Unless it's male Hakuno. Yeah, it's not male Hakuno. Anyway. So, in a 15-meter tall wall, 10 meters across, within a meter deep, we have 100 missiles a second being spawned. Obviously, that's not how it's going to be when he uses it, because the only person who can stand up this would be Cucullin, because he doesn't take damage from arrows. But, for debugging purposes. And obviously, there won't be arrows. But when up close, it's extremely accurate. Incredibly dangerously accurate. And then at distance, we get a bunch of fall-offs, so you kind of have to guide it. And then, of course, there's some edge cases that I haven't taken care of yet. Like, if you look over 90 degrees on either side, it freaks out. So, like, 90, broken. It goes back to the other side. And then, if you aim too high, it fires straight down. That's because it's casting a ray, and if it's out of the range, it won't. So it just aims down. I need to fix that so that it aims 90. But let's take our laser-guided arrow. Oh. Didn't mean to kill him yet. So let's do something a little more robust. Let's throw out Heracles out there. Now, if you remember, I posted about the battle continuation the other week. Previously, when someone died, they would die because people die when they're killed in this fandom. But when they would die, they would spawn a duplicate agent on the same team in the exact same spot. This broke things like face keys. It also broke like if your servant died, they would be taken out of the game entirely because they're dead now and they're a hero. And once they died, it would just remove them from the party. So the way it works now, let's get him a little closer. Aim at his feet, and then they'll pretend to be dead. They will turn to face you, which I need to find a way to get them to stop targeting you. But then somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds, they'll come back to life. You can obviously... If you do enough damage, it will just skip their battle continuation entirely. So if we look at the log, he starts with something like 7. He has 7 times the health that he has as a person, which I don't know. I think maybe 200. We did 200. Oh, that's on Kyrie. Let's see. So it doesn't show me how much damage I did, which is weird. But he came back with 500 health left in his pool. Hit him again. It subtracts like whatever, and then he still has 200 left in his pool. And in that last hit we did 400 damage, so it killed him through his next respawn. Wish there was a safe way for me to just show you like a hit that's not. See, I did several hundred damage because he has a 700 BC charge. Now he's on 43, so he doesn't even have full health right now. He's at 43 health. And of course he also has access to the same charge effects I have, which is every second you get 10 damage. I am still scared of him, even though he only has 10 health left. I wonder if I can kill him with a kick. Nope. So I delivered 300 damage. So clearly the damage numbers need to be brought way down, because most battles are still ending in one hit. So actually let's... Oh, also the character selection screen works on that. It used to not. It was easier than I expected to. So we're going to switch back to us playing as Master, and then I'll just show you how, how battle continuation works with two agents with battle continuation. So Kukulin and Herc both have it. Kukulin only has one extra health charge, one extra thing charge though. And so Herc's dead, and he doesn't have a target, so he doesn't know what to do. But now he also has 0 charge remaining. Is he dead? No. Oh, he actually killed him. See, so it allows for kind of back and forth, things like that. Also, I mentioned it earlier, Kukulin is immune to projectiles, so we'll play as him. He'll be fine. If you try to, where is he? Sometimes if you start as the enemy servant, like if you're the same servant, they don't have AI against you. I'm not sure what it's about. But no matter how many hundreds of arrows we pump at him, he will never, ever take damage, because the Hand of Ulster is unaffected by range attacks, fool. Conveniently, good old... We're waiting. Good old charge attacks still do the trick, though. And because I did 100 bonus damage, I was able to deliver enough damage to go through his health and then his battle continuation charge. Which doesn't seem right, actually. It should, that's at only 138 after. And then sometimes, let's see if it'll work. Sometimes when you spawn as the same guy, they do have AI, so I think it's something to do with the AI I have modified for servants, because they actually have AI to make their battles last a little longer, and I think it has something to do with them having the same troop ID. But also his spear is black because I actually have the color of the spear stored in the stored in the specular, and I haven't moved over the updated shaders to this one because they're not final at all. I don't want to be a big servant. His sword's too big to block it. Yeah, this work. Also, the charge effect works on things like throwing weapons. Sir? Well, he died, but where we'll throw multiple throwing weapons. And then, of course, play yourselves a Gate of Babylon. But yeah, so this was kind of a meandering video. Could also show you some fun kind of interactions with some systems I need to change, like the fact a charged archer only does multiple shots right now. And so we have people like her, who fire their noble phantasms, and they get extra shots. So every one of these shots fires 500 arrows from this guy. And you know, I don't even think the Hound of Ulster can survive that. But Jesus Christ. And then also I fixed it for Robin Hood, whose first arrow is a tree. The tree puts down a poison around it. But also, I've invented Minecraft. Fog's getting a little thick. I also take I'm taking damage every second. It looks like me and my enemy are taking damage every second. Because it's poisonous, of course. How far can I get out of here? Lit. Gotta make sure to aim straight down, because if you aim any other direction, it won't go up. Do you think we can reach the skybox? Let's find the fuck out. Get a long charge. We do have a maximum charge of 20, though. I don't think you can hear that, but my controller vibrates every second to let me know that I'm taking damage. But it's 0 damage, so obviously I need to fix that. Beautiful. So I'll probably send you away at this. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. This is to replace that video I posted earlier. Something gives you a little full screen. I obviously lost sight of what I was doing. Oh, I died. Alright, cool. Well, thanks, guys. I'll hopefully hear from you soon. I'm working on a few other things to kind of tie in with this. So hopefully I can get a couple systems working, and the next video will have more than just cheaty, hacky spams.